Hey everybody, I'm Sander Kleinenberg, and you're with Big Shot magazine. I actually played in this club. It's a little room in the meatpacking district called Provocateur, and it was fun. Played for 4 hours, and took people on a little crazy journey, and yeah, it's good fun. I recorded an album over the last 2 years that got released in the Netherlands 2 weeks ago, and will be released in the States early 2011, January. And yeah, it's quite a sort of autobiography type of album where I guess took everything that I enjoyed over the last 20 years, trying to sort of put it into an album. I co-wrote some songs on it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a fragile human being at the moment. It was quite a daunting process, but I'm very happy. I'm inspired to immediately go into the next one. It really kind of re-sparked my interest in producing and into finding, unique sounds and trying to do something creatively diverse. To create an album, I think it's very important to put some personality into it. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I've done so far was very much catered to Sander Kleinenberg, the DJ, or Sander Kleinenberg, the remixer, producer, and it was all more or less working around ideas and topics that were not specifically mine, unless it was just meant to be a track that works for a Saturday night, and sort of kind of helps my DJ career, and kind of puts me on puts a spot on me on that stage. And I think with an album, or at least in my case, I thought an album needed to be filled with personality, and obviously if you open up in that way, there comes a little bit of vulnerability, and that's in my view the biggest difference between what I've done so far and what I've done now. It's far more personal. It's closer to who I want to be and who I am and what I enjoy, and less focused on the career or the DJ or anything like that. So. All the collaborations on the album are more or less friends. I think they're all people that I hang out with, and we hang out in the studio and we make music. That's kind of how it went the last 2 years. So there was no actually there were a few people with whom I wanted to record, and none of them were really interested, which is understandable because some of them were fairly big names. And now when I look back at it, it's quite fair because it's now obviously the personality in it shines even more through because it's such a friends and family type of ordeal. So yeah, and that kind of happened. I mean, it wasn't really planned. It just came about. So I'm slowly testing how people would react to me, kind of steering a little bit away from the traditional DJ set. I mean, I've obviously been heavily involved in, maybe I should say pioneering video DJing, and I want to take video DJing and this album and my sort of next phase in my career into a kind of a new DJ experience in the sense of what I do. I'd like to be a little bit more eclectic. I'd like to steer a little bit more away from the sort of the little box that everybody likes to put you into. I'd like to be more free. So I envision that this album and what it stands for, I mean, obviously if people like it, will help me get out of the more traditional DJ world and become a little bit more versatile and a little broader. It's what makes me happy. I think DJ world has become quite boring. I think a lot of DJs are very predictable and very boring and not exciting. And I am not in this world to make money or to become successful or be number one or all that fucking nonsense. I'm doing this because it's the only thing I can. And so yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. So I'm basically doing a career suicide. And then reborn. And then obviously become number one and really predictable and